Hey, welcome back to the Long Dark. I'm Corin Thistle, and today we're continuing on with the Nomad Challenge. It's been a few weeks since I've been able to stream. We had Easter, and then a long weekend here, which is known as Anzac Weekend, Australian New Zealand Armed Corps. It's sort of a national holiday in Australia and New Zealand to remember. It's basically remember those lost in war. So it's been a pretty busy couple of weeks. And I've been playing a little bit of survival. I actually started a new survival run last week, maybe, based in Ash Canyon, because it's the area based along with doing any challenge stuff. And obviously, so last time we left off, we had literally just arrived in Quonset. Looks like there's boots. Oh no, it's a can. And I basically gave you a little, very brief guided tour of Quonset Garage and Coastal Highway, which is a really awesome place to base yourself if you are starting out in the Long Dark and want to base yourself in Coastal Highway. And the Nomad Challenge is basically sort of a pilgrim slash, what's really a Voyager level difficulty, but it has pilgrim level loot at times. So when you come to somewhere like Quonset, like, look at all of this. We're not going to need a whole lot of this. I'm going to take the sodas. For our 3 days here in Quonset, we're going to do some searching. I'm going to have to reacquaint myself with what I actually have in my inventory because it has been, as I said, a few weeks.
I can use this.
I think my boots are better, but make sure you take the water. Saves you from having to do lots of boiling of water. Oh, we've got another sewing kit. She's panting, so I know I'm overweight.
Pack is getting too heavy
Yeah,
to carry.
she's gonna moan about it now. So what I'm gonna do is gonna take all the stuff I can find, and I'm gonna dump it around the corner where my bed is. And before we leave this location, I will most definitely be doing a good inventory and getting rid of most of this. But hey, if you're stuck inside somewhere for 3 days and nights, you might as well be well fed. My god, look at all the sodas. This is crazy. Sodas are so handy because, I mean, obviously they hydrate you, but there's calories as well. So they're so good as a little touch up to stave you from hunger a little bit longer. Now a couple of hidden things in Quonset. Usually I always like to break down this crate. I've found a few things in there occasionally, and quite often in here there is a hatchet. Yeah, there it is.
I could
Quality,
use this.
89. Gonna do some repairs, I think. Fill up my lantern. This is also a basin where you can collect water. It's non-potable water, I believe. Yeah. So for the longest time, whenever I came here, I would miss that altogether. So just in case you've not seen that before. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing any crafting. Don't need another pry bar. Don't need sulfur. I'm not going to be making any bullets or anything like that. Because challenges are so temporary, yeah, you just find that you're discarding so much stuff. You're just surviving long enough. I'm so overweight. Oh my god. Crawling over here. You really just need enough stuff to survive. And if this was a different challenge, i.e. not one that I had to spend indoors for 3 days, I would have not even collected half of this. But I might as well grab it, sit around for a few days, repair things, read things if I've got any books. Though, also gaining skills, not important either. I'm gonna crawl around the corner. Right, let's just do some dropping so that I can actually move. You quite often find casings in here too, if you're going to be doing any bullet making. Right, what have I got? Too much stuff. Actually, I'd normally drop firewood there, but I think I will do my inventory stuff in the lockers instead. I'll just clear this, see if there is anything. Nah, okay. Another bedroll. Cool, so let's chuck stuff in here that we don't need right now. Just need one of those. Oh, actually, yeah, I will drop all the firewood by the fire in case, you know, I need it. What am I doing? Coffee back. That's the button I wanted. Right, so probably don't need. Still haven't found a flare gun, have I? But I've got one shell. I'm not going to need all of this. So the thing is with food that's of a dubious quality, I recommend dropping it not in a container. 72 bullets! Crike. Because, well, for a challenge it really doesn't matter. I could just turf all this into a container and I probably will, but, and I probably won't even bother with it. Non-potable water. But if you're in a non-challenge situation, drop all of the food that's of a dubious quality on the floor so that if you need to return to it, you can do when you've got your level 5 cooking, and it means you can eat anything. So for example, I'm just gonna, because I've got so much food, I'm just gonna drop, search by quality, drop anything that's not a soda that's under, say, 50% for now. It's not much, but get rid of a little bit. I'm probably not going to need all the water and stuff I'm carrying either. Let's just go by category. I'll drop all that by the fire. Got a stim and an energy drink. Is that dressings? Wow, okay. Definitely don't need the antiseptic that I picked up before then. That's good that I got rid of that. 1 painkillers, well, two lots really. 6 antibiotics, but then I've also got these, so I probably don't actually need all those antibiotics either, but I'm just going to hang on to them. They weigh next to nothing. Clothing, I've only got what I need apart from 1 extra pair of gloves. Food, I've dropped a lot of. I am not going to be doing any fishing, so I am just going to get rid of them. I'm going to get rid of the not as good hatchet. I do have a revolver and a rifle. Okay, good to know. I'd forgotten what I had, and I was going to get rid of that one. So there we go, I'm down to 46 already, which is still too much, but you'll find that 3 days I spend here, I'm going to be eating and drinking quite a bit, and I will lose weight again, so. Cool. Sweet. Yeah, so this is where we're at so far. We have done 2 locations. 2? 1? Yeah, so just the 1 location in Coastal Highway, and then we came straight across to Mystery Lake to do the Trapper's Cabin and the Forestry Lookout and the dam, and immediately left there again. We did a little bit in Camp Office. We didn't actually finish everything in Camp Office because I knew we would be coming back through. I think I thought I did finish Camp Office. That's quite interesting. Oh well. So we're going to be back to our old tricks of passing time, eating, passing time, drinking, sleeping, etc, etc, for the 3 days here, and then we will be moving on. So we're going to do a little bit of passing time now. The weather is rubbish, but that's fine.
God, I'd eat anything right about now.
I know, Astrid, but you're absolutely stocked. So normally I'd eat in terms of condition, but because I know I've dumped all the stuff that's not, you know, bad for me, I'm just going to eat in terms of weight. So sort by weight, and then I'm just going to eat it all. Yeah, I could sleep for 6. So the usual caveats to this stream / YouTube video apply. I do have a small child and a dog. The dog will make noise. Currently she's sleeping next to me like a baby. But the baby, the actual baby, may wake up and require my attention during the stream, so I'll just pause everything and run away. But otherwise, yeah, we should be here for an hour and a bit and see how far we can get. Don't forget to drop your cans after you eat canned food. So after Quonset, we're probably actually going to do the half the time we need to spend here, and then we're probably going to move on. So the basement lighthouse. I may actually do this and do the church out to the lighthouse and then back to the church. And then, depending on how cold it is, though, because of the difficulty settings, I shouldn't get terribly cold. Go back there and then come back through to coastal. Do the rest of Quonset, then go to Abandoned Lookout, then onto the mine, then back to PV, Pleasant Valley, do the rest of those locations, and then finish in Timberwolf. I think it's probably got my route kind of noted down here. I think because it's just tedious to spend the 3 days in one go, I'm actually just going to do some split times, because we have to go through those locations anyway. I have to go back through here to go back to, you know, everywhere, so I might as well. Right, so I'm going to go on to 6 hourly, and all I'm going to do is basically drink. I'm going to save my sodas for when I actually need food calories. Just going to do water, pastime, sleep, water, etc, etc. This is an excellent challenge if you're new to the Long Dark. It's got no time limit on it, and it forces you to go around the traditional or original maps of the game. Oh yeah, I was going to look at my clothing too, wasn't I? I actually don't even know if I'm what my clothing's like, and it's nighttime, so we'll worry about that in the morning. Sleep for 6. See, that's the dog. She's getting more comfortable. I may, once I figure out the cam situation, have a dog cam. And you can at least watch her snooze while I play. I'll probably do that actually, this stream, if I can move things around. I currently don't have a very good setup in terms of a camera. Because I'm playing by PlayStation, it requires me to like rearrange the room if I wanted to do that, and it's just easier to just do microphone, because I can just grab that down, plug it in, hit stream, let Lightstream do the rest. Right, let's check my clothing. Pretty sure I'm actually all good, but got a 62. I definitely want to repair that. Yeah, so if I was on a computer, I could have sort of a camera set up all the time and just turn it on when I want to. Sitting on my couch by my coffee table means I have my laptop camera, which is awkward and probably not particularly a great view, because it's just the side of my face right now because my laptop's there. But yeah, in the future, mending. In future I probably will look to do some streams with cam, because I know that it's more fun when you can see who's playing. So when we're at kind of, oh, there we go, we're already at 2.3, so as soon as it's daytime again, I'm just going to move on. Don't want to be too tired though, so what we'll do, four should work out about right, and then I should be able to sleep 3 or 4, and then I should be able to move on. Because that's one thing I sort of rapidly learned, mainly from others who've played this or done this challenge or talked about it in forums, etc., is that obviously the time you spend inside a location is not does not necessarily have to be continuous, so you can go and do other things and come back. So that's what my plan is. Still too dark. Let's just get so I can sleep. Yeah, I'm gonna load up some calories again. Got so much stuff, guys. I don't think I'm really gonna get. I'm gonna get 1 hour, I think, if I'm lucky. Ooh, so it's probably gonna be quite cold, and it's still quite dark. So I'm just gonna. Yep, too low. There it is. Get that sun fully up. Nice. Okay, should be good to leave. So how am I for water now? 3.9, sweet. So I've got my little pile of stale food. I've got a pile of wood here. How much wood have I got on me? Didn't end up using a fire in here at all. 2 sticks, 1 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you. 2 coal. Right, so I do want to grab a bunch of wood and move on. Just gonna check my stream too. One second. Also gonna look for bears. I want to get out of here. One second, I'm just going to wait here a second. I want to make sure. Yeah, I am. I have an issue which, if you're another Long Dark streamer or you know about this, where my stream always defaults into games and demos, even if I've previously set it up to be the Long Dark, always says I'm streaming in the games and demos category. So now when my video is clipped, well, when the VOD is created, it'll create it in 2 different chapters, saying that I played partly games and demos and then I moved on to the Long Dark, which isn't true, but it's yeah, seems to just do that every time. I can correct it by changing the first chapter to also be the Long Dark, and then I think it kind of amalgamates it all together, but yeah, it's weird. It does mean that if anyone feels like watching someone stream the Long Dark, they're not going to find me. But you know, eventually someone will watch me stream, more than the 1 or 2 who do pop in now. But if not, I'm enjoying it, and it's kind of nice to get my experience and my thoughts about the game out while I play. There's the bear over there, or one of them. Hey Mr. Bear, I'm going to get to DP before you. So obviously Coastal is full of these great locations you can loot. So there's some islands, there's sort of, they're all in the fog at the moment, but with houses on the top of the hill. You can kind of see it on the right hand edge of my screen now. There's a cabin, yeah. There's cabins on the way out over here, but because of this challenge giving us such plentiful loot, I don't really feel the need to go around looting at the moment. I'm quite slow. I think it's just because I'm only 5k over. But yeah, once I eat a little bit more, drink a little bit more, there's quite a difference. You kind of find that the speed that your character travels is really in 5 kg increments. So when I'm 5k over, I'm slower, then 10k over, a little bit slower again. But as soon as you drop below those little increments, you speed up. So for example, if I was to... Oh, this isn't enough. If I was to have something that, for example, this soda, which weighs 2.25, I'm now under 40 kilos. I'm just a little bit faster. Just a tiny bit. Good old slow bear. I'm going to go up through these houses and along the road to DP. I notice some folks love to sort of speedrun this challenge by leaving as soon as they hit the 3 days, even if it's the middle of the night in a blizzard, and just running to the next location, which I think sounds like a really fun way to do it. And I actually have done it kind of that way before, like half of the challenge I sort of did it that way. And then I was like, I'm suffering a little bit for this. So now I just sort of do it at a little bit more leisurely pace. That sound effect always gets me. For just a second I go, wolf, nope, empty stomach. My current run well, the one I started in Ash Canyon, I went up and got the technical backpack, etc. in the mine, and then I made my way to Timberwolf, hung out there very briefly, and then I made my way through to Pleasant Valley, and my character's currently... Oh no, I've just left Pleasant Valley actually. I've just gone to Signal Hill and then carried on into Mystery Lake. And that character had very, very many close brushes with death, because starting in Ash Canyon, you're not going to have good clothes. You're not going to find good clothes because there's barely any indoor locations. It's hard to find a lot of anything, even on my custom level. So I'm sort of playing a custom... It's like Custom Stalker, but dialed more towards Voyager. And I turn off Jennifer Hale's lovely voice, because even though I love her, it is a bit tiring after so many hours to hear her say the same things over and over. And I also turn off sprains, which I know some people see as a cheat, but when you played the game for so long without sprains, and then all of a sudden all of the routes that you're used to, no sprains? Yeah. So it is survival mode, and other challenges like Whiteout, where you have to find a rifle. This is one of the locations you can find a rifle. Usually in this car. Luckily, we already have one.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Don't think I need the painkillers, but I'll just grab them. Yeah. Make our way out of here. Commuter's Lament. Well, yeah. You definitely cannot commute through here now. You do wonder what some of these roads... Like, was this an actual road? And the snow has made it heavy and look like it's not a road anymore, or... Yeah. And we're out. Just gonna have a wee drink. Cool. Crumbling Highway. So this is a transition zone, which unfortunately does have wolves. Ravine is the only one that does not have any predators. It's a nice little oasis. They shouldn't really bother me. There's always a piece of wood under here, which I find quite, like, I don't know why. It's just an interesting place to have wood spawn. So yeah, because I'm doing that survivor mode with my brain styled off and my voice off, it's quite funny to be back to this where she's talking and I do actually have to worry about walking up vertical cliffs. Not so much with the billy goating in this. It's very close. Let's just startle them off that way. And we're gonna run this way. This is our next location. This is the Crumbling highway basement. So there's always a little bit of good loot in here. Flare.
I'll take it.
So much stuff that I do not need. But I can dump it as I go. Oh. Find them in many locations. Pretty sure gauntlets are the best gloves in the game. Are they not? Yeah. Alrighty. Well, what we can do is make the ski gloves our backup and get rid of the wool mittens. Fun. Now, in the basement at Skeeter's, which is where you start for the Hunters challenge, and also where you recover an artifact in Wintermute. There's a little. I'm pretty sure there's a little cupboard here that you can grab stuff from for the artifact anyway. And yeah, this is a really good little
Hope nobody needs
spot
this
to
anymore.
recover, obviously, at the beginning of Hunted, because you immediately can run inside and get some good clothes and repair stuff. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I already have climbing socks, so that's not good. Decent long johns, wool long johns are great. Nice thick sweater. Then get rid of the shirt. Nice. Look at that 26-degree warmth bonus. I can almost sort of travel anywhere. Right, let's start our tradition. I'm gonna stop drinking those when I don't need calories. I'm not thirsty. What am I doing? I wanted to eat. When I don't... Oh my god. I'm gonna stop drinking sodas when I'm not thirsty and need calories. Gonna eat something, and we're just gonna do a good old passing time. Once we're sort of halfway here and it's daytime, we're going to move on to DP. For a second that was a burn barrel. I was like, I don't remember there being any way to start a fire in here. It'd be very handy if there were. How am I doing? Cool. So if you would like to catch me on Twitch live, because this is going to go on YouTube, and I imagine the majority of the actual attention is going to be YouTube. I'd like to say that I have a schedule, but at the moment I really don't. It really depends on it being a day that my son is not home, which is Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and it being a day that my husband is not working at home, because that doesn't seem very considerate to be making noise very close to where he works. His desk is very close to me right now. And yeah, so I need to not have my toddler or my preschooler and not have my husband home, and I need my daughter to be asleep. So when the stars align for those three things, I will be trying to get streams in a couple of times a week if possible. But yeah, unfortunately I can't fully commit to it. At the moment I have the schedule set on my Twitch page to be Tuesdays and Fridays, which is the optimistic sort of best days that I could probably get on. And obviously I missed a few weeks with all the holidays, but yeah, I'm going to do my best to do some more streaming. And I'm looking forward to moving on to I think I'm going to move on to probably not going to do the archivist on Twitch. I may do a couple of tips on YouTube, but I think I'm going to move on to, I'm completely blanking on the name of it, but the one, Hopeless Rescue, because that is a really good fun. You've got a time limit, you've got to travel quick, you've got to stay alive. Apologies, I live on a school street, as I have I think alluded to previously, and there are teenage boys outside my house testing their sound systems. Sweet. Okay, so let's just, we'll aim for 4. I think we'll probably sleep 3, and then we'll move on from here. It's funny, I was watching Zach stream VOD of Zach, or a YouTube compilation of Zach recently, who he mentioned that he probably wouldn't stream something like Nomad because it's boring to watch, and I was well, I've started now, so I will continue. But yeah, I mean, you get partly into it and you sort of realize it is not as fun to watch as others, but it was a really nice little first challenge for me to start streaming, because it does actually take a little bit of brain power and coordination to stream. You need to be able to do something and talk about it, and it's an adjustment for your brain. At the moment I have to concentrate on what I'm doing, but also try and talk about what I'm doing and talk about my life in general, and that's quite difficult if you're also using part of your brain to focus on staying alive. So I thought it was a good little intro. And I do find this challenge interesting because everyone has their own routes of where they're going to go to do it, and their own ways of playing the long dark, and no way is better than any other. And I find anything with the long dark very interesting. So if anyone else wants to stream or is streaming the long dark and wants to let me know, I would definitely throw you a follow on Twitch and a YouTube sub, because I think the community is amazing and I think we all need to support each other. So this is where we're going, up just past that fence there, but you can't kind of go up this way. You can kind of trick it by going up the rocks around the corner. You can come down, sort of down over here, when you're coming back the other way. but to get up there you usually have to go down to the road and up again. But I'm going to go up over these rocks here in front of me. I'm not sure I can go directly straight up here. I think I can't, so I'm just gonna... Usually I just do this kind of... Of course when I want to do it on Twitch I can't do it. Come on, go up! You can kind of... Oh my god, usually force your way up here, which is not gonna work today. Maybe it is this slope. Yeah, okay, I was right the first time. You have to be able to laugh at yourself, people. Especially this game, which gets you stuck on the stupidest of little obstacles. There we go, we got there in the end. Love the sound of the ocean that you hear in the coastal maps. Just gonna grab these here. I think I have one, and that's just given me 2 doses of reishi tea if I need it. Cool. Okay, just give me 2 seconds. Okay, as you've probably seen, I'm back. And we have the dog. So if I go, how's that camera position? It's not bad. Dog cam. Fun part is remembering the route to this cave. Pretty sure I have to go left. Let's just quick look. Yeah, there'll be more coal. Some long dark caves are very linear and some are big loop-de-loops. This one is always a little bit of a squeeze. Not going to get the rest of the coal. May just grab this because I may need it in a hurry. Oh, that's a fly. It's like, what's that buzzing noise? It is literally a housefly flying past the microphone.
I think I can use this.
You probably could, Astrid, but I think we're good for fuel and lanterns. Ooh, do I have one of those? I do. Let's get rid of the old one. Don't need any more coal. I'm weighing myself down as it is. Oh, 43 is not too bad though. Especially for this challenge where I'm not sprinting and I'm unlikely to have to run away very rapidly from predators. I'll just shoot them in the face.
I'll take it.
Cool. Let's keep going. I don't know why I picked that up. Just said I wasn't going to pick up any more coal. I think it was just habit. So much coal. I think someone mentioned recently that it's about, I don't know, 2 game weeks or something to regenerate all the coal. So if you leave a cave and come back, it takes that long to have the coal return. Which I always thought it was much shorter than that, but I suppose I would maybe be returning to places later than I thought I was.
This will come in handy.
God, I'm finding pry bars and hammers everywhere. I'd love to see the actual behind the scenes settings for these challenges to know what the difficulty and loot settings are at, because I swear this is definitely like pilgrim loot. Cool. Desolation Point. There's a little climbing point here. We're going to go down and around to the church. And we'll probably head to the lighthouse after that, and then we'll probably be done for today, I think. It'll be coming towards the end of nap time for my wee girl, and unfortunately there are things such as dishes and laundry to do. Cool, so when you come to this path here, you go down to the road to the right and then follow things along. There's like Katie's secluded corner and all that stuff over there. But the best real route to the church is just to keep up high along these mountains. And beware, because there are usually at least one wolf outside the church grounds that I may need to shoot in the face. It's definitely more fun in these locations that you can do half your time in and then move on and then return to. So far this episode, I've only been streaming for 45 minutes and I'm already moving on to my 3rd location, which is great. So there's the church up ahead, there's the little fence. More mushrooms. I think, as usual, I'll get to the end of this challenge and have an absolute abundance of healing items, reishi, rose hips, materials for the apocalypse that I will not need. But that's just I should have been a scout. It's just how I play. I like to be prepared. I think that's why I find Interloper so frustrating and challenging, and it's really hard not to find anything. You can sort of go in this corner rather than go in the front, but either way. Here we are. Here's the stone church. This dude's usually got a knife. Yeah.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Did I trigger the location? The toque? I don't think I triggered the location. Do I have to be in the back of the church? More lantern fuel. Cool. So here we are. So this is the stone church. Oh my god. I'm actually going to leave bullets behind, I think. Far too many. Cool. So we're stuck here for 3 more days. How's this?
I'll take it.
89. What's mine at? 73. Sweet. Let's use this one. Well, I could have used it actually. Let's use the one I came with, and then I'm not getting any wear on it either. That one. This one. This one. So this is one of the coldest locations that you'll be passing time in. Let's get that started. Right outside, obviously. Sweet. Let's have some food. Yeah, we'll have the soda and then I'll eat some food. Might actually eat some of the heavier stuff, so let's eat some dog food. Remember to drop your cans. If you're not making noisemakers, you don't need them. So look, it's 15 degrees in here, which, yeah. And on other difficulties, and perhaps with clothing that isn't quite as I speak. See, look, minus 18. I've got such good clothing that I don't need to worry, but that's why you sort of sleep by the burn barrel and make sure you have the supplies you need. Let's do soda again. It was funny, as I was talking then, a fly landed directly on my microphone. It's one of the hands down absolute worst things of a New Zealand summer and spring, and apparently autumn, because we've been in autumn since April, and I still have flies everywhere, and I keep a clean house. Can you get rid of those? I mean, I may find a flare gun, but I don't think I need one. Yeah, it's extremely frustrating. And we've got a very old house. Our house was built in 1941, so we have lots of little nooks and crevices, you know, little cracks in areas of the house, of a wooden, you know, an old wooden house where mice come in the winter. We're looking at trying to rectify that as much as possible for this winter. But they've definitely already been in the house, and it's, yeah, early May.
Looks like
Cool.
I made it through another night.
What are we at? 0.8. See, now we're at -1. So what I might do is sleep 3 hours. If I get a bit cold, it's not a massive. As the day progresses, it probably will warm up unless I get another blizzard, so don't think it's going to be a problem. Yeah, it's not. Alright. I did pick up another hat. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. No, I wanted to drop it, not take it. Cool. I might as well Oh boy, I've picked up a lot of mushrooms. Sweet. So now I can drop. I've got 3 doses. I can drop the antibiotics. I've got 5 doses of food poison. I've got 3 of condition regaining. I've got 1 Roseps. So I'll keep the painkillers for now. I'll probably make some more water at the lighthouse. We don't really need it right now. And we're going to go back to passing time. We're going to do the rest of this day, the full night, and then we're going to move on in the morning. And I might even leave this bedroll out for me ready to when I come back. Cool. Let me put this away. And there's a bed at the lighthouse as well, actually. So I may not even take the other one. I'll leave it here to pick up on my way back. It's good they don't make you sleep in the Riken. That would be a bit more painful to access. Aha, of course. Hopefully it's gone by the morning.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
So imagine, like, if I'd finished my 3 days here and I was determined to speedrun and keep moving. Oof. I'm 90% sure I could find the lighthouse and get inside it, but painful. See, now I'm at the risk of getting cold, so this is when accelerant comes in handy. Grab the wood that's here, so I'm not really losing anything. Put a couple of hours on, 3 hours on, and sleep. Very short-lived. Right, so need to remember to pick this one up when I come back. Otherwise, I'm gonna do this. Good torches. Jeez. Oof. Great torches. I've gone down here before. Yeah. It's just a good method of travel. Carry a torch, scare off the wolves. Give you a little bit of warmth if you need it. Though, as you would have seen, I have a ridiculous number of bullets, so oh, I'm getting cozy. I don't really need the torches so much, but I do find them comforting. Quite like walking around this Canadian blizzard, cold wilderness with a nice fiery torch. And one of the fun things about Nomad is because you're going to sleep and pass time all the time, you can actually do a lot of sprinting. Because you don't need to conserve your energy. So I might as well just get there. I've got quite a... oh, look at the coast. Got quite a restriction on my sprinting because those boots I'm wearing. Look at that. That's beautiful. Nope, 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 don't fall. And I decided I'd start here. Ease of route. and clothing and very little materials because I spawned all the way over to the far side of the map, and that bear was literally waiting for me as I tried to make my way to the Riken, and I got mauled, and it was kind of day 2, and I was like, you know what, should I just start again? But no, I persevered and I did the entire challenge, and that became my 250 day run. Oh my word, so many bullets.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
I don't need those, do I? Let's loot it. Another thing with the challenges, I think I've said it in a previous episode, but if you find one of these, just use it. Usually got loads of oil in it. I've already got your one. Might as well not degrade your one and use your fuel up. So use it to loot and search the place you're in. Leave it behind. You're not coming back here. You can even do things like repairs and reading at night by setting up your lantern on a surface like this. Yeah. Cool. So we're going to spend a tiny bit of time here, and then we're going to call it a day. Lots of loot here too. Oop, don't break down the shelf. Oh, I don't really need the herbal tea, I picked that up by mistake. Cool. Anything under the bed? Oh, crackers. Sweet, let's have a quick look. There's probably stuff in these crates. I'm really bad at breaking down crates.
I think I can use this.
That not what I'm wearing? Oh no, I'm wearing the insulated ones. I'll have to compare them in terms of how much they slow you down. New gauntlets. Oh, air wrap. Oh.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I know, Astrid. You're all good. I'll look up here. Cloth? No metal. Let's have a quick nosy up the front, up the top, and then we'll stop for today. Because I just love the view. There's the Riken. Over there's the processing plant. The bear. I don't know where Mr. Bear went. So there's a wolf over there. Down there. It's a beautiful map. I don't spend very much time on DP. But yeah. There's a few items in here. Another hat. Unless it's absolutely brand spanking new, I don't need it. Yeah. Another accelerant for a quick fire. And yeah. I think we'll call it a day and look at this beautiful view as we finish up the stream. Thanks very much if you're checking this out on YouTube, and make sure you follow me on Twitch and check out my next stream if you're able to. Thanks very much. Have an awesome rest of your week.